A couple of weeks ago officially wrapped up the end of 2026. And in this video, I just want to talk about my assets and my liabilities and my total net worth and where everything lies right now. So if you're new here, my name is Eddie Cespedes. This is my $1 Million Diary where I document my journey to $1 million in net worth. Okay, so I have here my laptop and opened, I have uh, my personal balance sheet. So if we go over this balance sheet, I'm going to start off with the assets. And in the assets category, now this was done 2 weeks ago because right now we are, as of the time of this recording, it's July 13th. End of second quarter was June 30th. So I did all of this on June 30th. So things have changed a little bit, but overall, still kind of similar. So my everyday cash and checkings account had at this time $572. My savings account had $25,653. My retirement, what is the security? Oh, and stocks, I had about $32,000, 31,810 to be exact, but that changes with the day. And that is mainly my Robinhood account. So that's where I keep most of my stocks that are not in retirement. As far as retirement though, I was able to grow that to $133,487. Now that is a combination of both my Roth IRA and my 401k. And then we go to the asset that obviously is the largest, and that is my real estate portfolio. So as far as the portion of the properties that belong to me, it was valued at $825,000. And business, so this is the business account at that time, had $4,800. So that would be a total, once all of these numbers are added up, my total assets were 1,021,000. So 1.02 million is what I currently own in assets as of the end of quarter two of 2026. Now the liabilities, there's not really a whole lot there. So in credit card debt, I ended up having 1,127. This one fluctuates by the day. So if I go looking for inventory and I buy stuff, I mean, I could end up easily spending like another 1,500. When I'm like buying daily things, that really doesn't matter. This one changes by the day. But as of this time, it was 1,127. Right now, it's a whole lot more. Student loans, this one I like. Right now, I've been able to reduce my student loans to $8,900. I graduated UCF with 19,500. I made it a personal thing that I didn't want to graduate with more than 20,000 in student loans. I ended up graduated with 500, less than that, so that was pretty good. And then there was a period where I was actually paying that off aggressively back in around like 2021, and then I stopped because I ended up going back to school. And then I think around 2023 I started paying it off, but I was making the minimum payment while I was still in school. And then in 2024 I started making a double. It was like 2.5 the payments that I own, because I was trying to get that debt down. And now the only reason now I want to get rid of it is because this is the only debt that I have right now that would affect me if I was trying to qualify for a loan. So now I've been trying to pay this one aggressively, and we're down to 8,900. I think at the start of the year, so quarter one, I think it was around like 12,000 and some change. Don't really remember. But yeah, now it's in the four figures, so that's pretty good. And my goal is to get this paid by the start of next year, like early next year. I want to wipe out all my student loans. And then the real estate and mortgages, I have $576,236 that I owe on the mortgage. So that is 825,000 in that I personally own in real estate, and 576,000 in in debt. So whatever the difference that is my equity in all of my properties. And then I have a 401k loan that has been paid down to 13,943, and that means my total liabilities are $600,288. So when you take the 1.02 million minus the 600,000, we get a net worth of about $421,067. So yeah, that is my net worth as of the end of quarter 2. And what I like here is that I have a little pie chart here that you guys can't really see, but this one used to be all skewing towards the towards real estate, and then now, well, it looks like I messed up the formula. But I like the fact that my real estate is now slowly becoming a smaller percentage of my net worth. And I mean, it's still the majority of my net worth, but it doesn't eat up as much of the pie chart as it once used to. And it's coming at a really good time because real estate is really not doing, my real estate portfolio anyways is really not doing well. It's actually becoming a huge liability for me. So the fact that now I have all my other assets, like my retirement is now the second largest asset category that I have, and the fact that that one is now growing at a much larger rate, it means that my real estate, um, the real estate side of my assets is actually becoming smaller as that business is slowly getting destroyed. So I gotta fix that, but this video is not about that. It's just about my overall net worth. So yeah, 421, and last quarter, so at the end of quarter 1, I was at 360. At the start of the year, I was actually at 326 from what I'm seeing here. So we got 326 at the end of quarter 4 last year. End of quarter 1, it went up to 360, and then quarter 2, we're at 421. So that was about a $60,000 increase in net worth. And then it was about a 40,000, 35, it looks like $35,000 increase in net worth for quarter 1. So 35 and then 60. Now we got to see what the increase is going to be for quarter 3. I don't think it's going to be as much as it was for quarter 2 because I've been focusing on other things right now. I'm really trying to get this business to I'm trying to work on the infrastructure of this business so that in 2027 I can really go all out. So right now I'm actually running pretty low on inventory, and I'm not making as much as right now for this month of July. I don't think I'm going to make nearly as much as I've been making the last few months. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Thank you guys for tuning in. That is my net worth. This is supposed to be a quick update for my balance sheet, and I think I'm gonna do this at the end of every quarter. I started doing something similar before. I think last year or the year before, I was trying to do a little update every quarter about like my net worth and breaking down all my assets and stuff like that, and then I stopped. So now I think I'm gonna bring that back. So the next one will be October 31st, right? Yeah, October 31st. Yeah, I think it's no, sorry, September 31st or September 30th, whatever it lands on. Somewhere towards the end of September, I will update with the end of quarter 3. So, till next time.